Hello bankers, so very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So welcome to JAIIB CAIIB Prep. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So quickly join in so we can start our today's discussion, right? So I'm coming live after a long time for CAIIB aspirants. I hope everything is fine from my side. Yes. So guys, in this particular session, from today onwards, basically we are going to start with our ABM subject, and I have already done with the one set of preparation for BFM classes. Okay. The basic concept, basic MCQs and application based question. Simultaneously, I will be providing you case studies and the other content or the other set of content for your BFM subject. The good thing about the BFM this year is we'll get around 12 days for a preparation. So I'll make sure you'll get maximum content during that particular period. So बढ़िया सबका आपका score रहेगा, right? So everyone quickly join in so we can start our discussion. So we are going to start with module C. Module C, which is all about credit management. Okay? So it has like if you go through the topic of this particular module now, okay, see they are very lengthy and every topic will be requiring at least 2 or 3 sessions for the practice part, and I'll come up with the concept summary as well, okay, as we have done for the BFM subject, and BRBL, which is done by the Disha ma'am. Okay? Then later on we'll start with the once this JIB exam is over, so I'll start for the ABFM also, right? So guys, if you talk about the credit management, it has an overview of credit management, which is a kind of a summary for all the remaining units. Then we have analysis of financial statements, working capital finance, term loans, credit delivery, and straight through processing. Okay. Credit control and monitoring, risk management. Then we have restructuring and rehabilitation of and recovery. Then we have resolution of stress asset under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Aapka. So these are the areas which are generally part of this one, and these are the topics which are part of this particular one. So what I'll do, like once I'll done with this JIB things, regular I'll be coming morning and evening live. But till that time, I'll try to deliver things in recorded form, as well as we'll do like live in 2 days and all. So because next week is very heavy, we have 2 paper of JIV examination and I cannot leave them. So I'll provide maximum content in recording itself. So unit 17 aapka. If you talk about this particular one, we'll have 2 sessions around this one and one concept summary. So it include aapka importance of credit, historical background of credit in India, principle of credit, type of borrowers, type of credit, component of credit management, and role of RBI guidelines in banks credit management and all. Okay, so these are the areas. So with the help of MCQs, we'll try to build our concept. In next time, before delivering any MCQ session, I'll first upload one concept video based on that particular topic itself, right? And I'll try the maximum content or the required content for this particular examination will be completely aligned with your books itself. Okay? So we'll not have any kind of things ki jahan pe I'll be wasting your time and my time also. ठीक है, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं रखेंगे और maximum चीजें we'll do around that one. Only thing I want from your side is the active participation in the comment section. At least try to answer things and all. ठीक है. So very first question around the about the loan policy of bank. So you have to find out the correct statements. Okay? So which of the following is a correct statement about the loan policy of bank? Okay? So first, आपका exposure limit for a single counterparty and group of connected counterparties. Exposure limit fixed on the basis of risk perception of the bank has on different sectors for individuals. Sector like steel, IT, banking, or any other sector, cement and all. Discretionary power at various level for sanctioning the credit proposals. So what will be your right answer for this one? Okay? So see, whenever it comes to the loan policy or it is something related to your banking book means deposit and advances. ठीक है? And we have discussed these kind of similar thing in our your risk management subject also. ठीक है? So we talk around the ALM thing, asset liability management. So asset liability management में भी what we generally do, आपका same kind of things. ठीक है? We generally avoid any sort of concentration on any specific subject and all that make this particular statement right. पहला आपका second one, exposure limit for single counterparty as well as the group borrowers. ठीक है? So like maximum loan we can give to a single individual borrowers or आपका group borrowers. That is also defined as per the loan policy. True. Exposure limit fixed on the basis of the risk perception the bank has on different sectors, so we avoid any sort of concentration in our banking book, and discretionary power at various level for sanctioning. So we have the limits and everything together, like each and every, like let's say branch manager can sanction up to this amount of loans, or the other persons and also, and they do have these sanctioning powers and all together, so that make all the statements of this particular one are correct. Okay? So bank loan policy outline the framework for evaluating and sanctioning credit proposals. It's shaped by market condition, competitors policy, and bank SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, and opportunities and threat. RBI guide and RBI guidelines also. So we have to like there should be adherence of RBI guidelines also. That is kind of a must thing, right? So that is the very first one. So key component which include setting exposure limit for individual client as well as group, sector exposures, this we discussed, and granting discretionary power at various level for loan sanctioning, including provision for overdraft and ad hoc limit also. Okay? So this question I have designed based on this particular one, okay, which is part of your book itself. Everything I'll come up with any things that will be part of your course content, that I'll make sure ki haan, you guys are not going to waste your any time and all. Okay? And time is very precious for all of us. And guys, see, we have first paper on first, and I'll be there for like, I'll definitely speed up things just after the JAIIB things. I only request for that much of patience, and rest things you can leave on me, right? So Rainbow is here. Rainbow, so it's not C, it's D. Aapka. All the statements were correct. If you go for this particular one also, again, you'll find the same things which are generally part of this one. All right. So each bank they have to formulate their own loan policies and all. So that we have discussed. Credit proposals to be within the framework of his policy. Formulation of loan policy is influenced by various factors. Aapka, this we discuss. Exposure limit aapka fixed on the basis of risk perception to avoid any kind of concentration in all. This we have also discussed during the BFM classes and all. And discretionary power at various level for sanctioning of credit proposals as we have in our branches itself. The next question on your screen, guys. Question level will be bit heavy. I just want ki like if you'll prepare for the tougher level, तो आसानी जो easy वाले हैं वो आपका आसानी से cover हो जाएंगे. ठीक है? So which of the following statement about the principle of lending is are correct? So principle of lending, we have 6 core principle of lending, and we have 7 C's of credit. So we are going to discuss that particular part with the help of this particular question. So first, safety is the most important principle of lending, ensuring that the money lent is secured and will be repaid. Seems very correct. बिल्कुल सही है आपका. Safety is utmost priority. So liquidity focus on ensuring that the money lent is tied up for long-term period to maximize the return. So no. Whenever it comes to the liquidity means easily converted into cash or converted into cash. So to manage liquidity position, like it is how we will deal with our short-term debt obligations or for our working capital requirements and all. So we have some obligations that those deposit which we have taken from the आपका customers. So we have to return them. So the bank, they have some sort of obligation on that particular one. So how timely, or like it is, we have 2 goals. I hope you remember: solvency and liquidity. If it comes to the solvency, obviously every bank want to achieve आपका solvency as well as liquidity. Solvency, which is something linked with the profitability things. And if it comes choices between two, solvency and liquidity, you have to adopt liquidity. So yeah, managing liquidity is more important, because if you'll ignore this particular part, it is going to damage in the image of the bank and other areas also. ठीक है, तो अगर customer का पैसा वापस नहीं कर पाएंगे, obviously they'll escalate that particular one and it is going to make a huge loss. ठीक है, so now if you will tied up your money in long term, how you'll repay that particular? It is something like we are having some sort of maturity gap. We have borrowed money and we have lended that particular one for the long term period. So that is something which we'll not refer in this particular case. Profitability is an essential principle ensuring that bank earn a fair return to pay the dividend to stakeholders or the other thing also. So we have to make a balance between solvency as well as liquidity. That is the end goal of ALM, asset liability management and all. Diversification of risk means that bank should concentrate its lending to one borrowers for better control over payments. This is completely wrong. So when it comes to the diversification, it is your portfolio should reflect something like this. There is no concentration funding side as well as asset side, right? If your portfolio is something like this, let's say it is your sources of funds or it is your asset portfolio. So we have, let's say we have given maximum loan to IT sector. If something happened bad with this IT sector, your bank is going to make a huge losses. So ये जो ऐसे concentration है, these should be avoided. And it is not about one, it is about the mix आपका portfolio things and all. So that is wrong. Security is only considered as a backup in case of default and should not be a sole consideration when judging a loan. Security is only considered a backup. Yes, बिल्कुल सही. For default, it is a backup. It is not the only point on the basis of that particular backup we are granting that loan or we are making the decision. There are other factors also, so this also correct. So what we have to find out, correct statement means 135. 135 means option C should be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है, Rainbow sir, another. हाँ, my request to all of you, थोड़ा सा interaction कीजिएगा, ठीक है. Then only there is the advantages of these live classes ना. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll record these things, I'll provide in the आपका recording format. ठीक है. So statement 2 is incorrect because liquidity required the money to be accessible. 4-1 was incorrect because diversification of risk aimed at avoid the concentration risk and all. In this particular topic, we will be talking around the आपका loan, credit appraisals, policies and PSL things. आपका loan under loan categories, and we have MCLR and BPLR. Then we have NPAs. So this is the kind of an overview to your entire module. So they have included some portion, different type of borrowers और आपका these different categories and all. If you'll go through your book also, so you'll see these particular things. So we have, if it comes to the cardinal principle of lending, it includes safety, liquidity, profitability, purpose, diversification of risk and security. These are the areas, and we generally follow 7 C's of credit. Character, willingness and integrity of the borrower's capacity, ability to generate income and repay, capital, borrower's own investment, collaterals, आपका condition, credit worthiness and cash flows आपका. So they generally comes under this one. Understood? चलो, next question guys. Which of the following statement is true regarding credit facilities? Here, very easy question. We have fund based, we have non-fund based. So this is something around that particular one itself. So fund based credit facilities involve the outflow of funds from the bank to customers. 100% true. Non-fund based credit facilities include term loan and overdraft. No, this is wrong. Non-fund based are basically guarantee provided by bank. They are contingent in nature, right? So it can be आपका LC or आपका any other sort of guarantee which is provided by the bank, and they are generally part of balance sheet exposures आपका. ठीक है, तो ये हमने ये कुछ चीजें आपको जो थोड़ा बहुत लिंक भी करनी होंगी from BFM और other subject also. ठीक है. Then retail loan are usually for individual customer, and home loans, these are the one. True. Commerce, different type of borrowers or their loan categories. There is one subtopic which is part of this. Commercial loan are generally smaller. No, they are bigger at the nature. Working capital loans are typically repayable on demand and classified as current asset in the bank balance. Term loan are generally for medium to long term period and are used for acquiring assets. And operating cycle refer to the time takes for a company to turn inventories into cash. ठीक है 100% true. ठीक है so 1 3 5 6 7 1 3 5 6 7 means option A should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है बताइए थोड़ा इंटरेक्ट कीजिए. ठीक है कोई डाउट है तो पूछिए आप लोग. ठीक है so statement 2 is incorrect. Non fund based credit facilities include bank guarantee, letter of credit, आपका and acceptance of facilities. Statement 4 is incorrect because commercial loan are typically for larger amount and require more attention for the assessment and monitoring. Okay, so that is the one. Fund based, non-fund based things which are generally part of this one. Next one, guys. Which of the following statement are correct about non-fund based facilities? So non-fund based facilities involve an immediate outflow of funds. No, there is no outflow of funds first of all. At least it is not immediate. It is on the basis of the occurrence of that particular contingency. That means, let's say we have provided some sort of guarantee, like we have issued, we are opening bank for LC in any case or for any importers. If that importer do some sort of default and all in that particular situation, that like that there will be a cash flow, otherwise there will be no cash flow. ठीक है तो पहली चीज आपका bank guarantee is a facility where the bank undertake the discharge the liability of the borrowers to the third party. ठीक है letter of credit is non-fund based facility where the bank guarantee the payment of the seller's good immediately. ठीक है letter of credit is a non-fund based facility where the bank guarantee the payments of the seller's good immediately. No, it is not. It is आपका not immediately actually. Sorry, it is not immediately. कैसे होता है आपका LC में payment? This we have discussed in our BFM also. ना, there is one complete unit और मैंने कल परसों में आपको कराया था. There is आपका it is not immediately. It is at the time of like when there is a sale agreements between buyer and seller, we are not going to make the payment. It payment has after the disbursement of goods and all. So after bill of lading and everything. So it can be two type आपका usance and demand. If it is demand, so at the time of when we'll receive, buyer will receive those particular good. If it is usance, it is mentioned in a future date after 30 days, 60 days or 90 days and all. So that make this statement wrong. Underwriting and credit guarantee are declining due to the advent of merchant banking. True, merchant banking this is the core business of merchant banking. The derivative product offered by bank provide non-fund based credit support to the customers, allowing to hedge risk. Performance guarantee and financial guarantee are primarily used to secure capital goods and long-term things and all. So what should be a right answer? Aapka 2. Then we have this statement 6 is wrong, I guess. If you go with the options aapka. So performance guarantee and financial guarantee are primarily used to secure capital goods in long term. It is something related to working capital and all. So aapka 2 4 5. 2 4 5 B should be right answer for this one. So we'll cross check this one. As performance and financial guarantee are usually related to working capital need. Because these are related to working capital need, not related to the capital requirements of that particular bank itself. Rest statements are clear, guys. So statement 1 was incorrect. Non-fund facilities do not involve the immediate cash outflow. Third one is incorrect. Letter of credit guarantee the payments of the seller's good upon the presentation of documentation. And after that also, after the presentation of documentation, it can be आपका usance or it can be demand. If it is demand, so that same time at the time of presentation of documentation, if it is usance, it will be after the defined date of period or whatever the date is mentioned on that particular one. Next one. Consider the following statement regarding credit appraisal and credit risk assessment. Credit appraisal and credit risk assessment. This is something when we'll come to the fourth or fifth topic of this particular module. So they have entire there is one entire the entire process of credit management and all that generally comes under this one. Chalo, at least Rainbow sir is trying to answer these things and all. Very good, appreciate. Chalo. So credit appraisal primarily focus on verification of submitted document. It is not only about the verification things. It is much more than the verification. ठीक है, the evaluation of project and all, ठीक है, testing some sort of like risk involved in those particular project or that type of industry or the company and all, business risk and everything, ठीक है, financial risk. So first one is wrong. ठीक है. Now the shift in modern credit appraisal focus more measuring inherent credit risk rather than the subjective judgment. ठीक है. It can be, ठीक है, statement 2 आपका, ठीक है. Next one, मतलब it is right. ठीक है. Field verification help assess the management quality and operational level of the applicant. ठीक है. Let's say if some company they approaches us for the loan, ठीक है, so we do the field visit आपका कि भैया, even in home loan also we visit the house or the property and all, ठीक है. तो वो सारी चीजें आपका, जैसे अगर कोई प्रोजेक्ट लोन ले रहा है तो कहाँ पे वो प्रोजेक्ट स्टेब्लिश होगा एंड एवरीथिंग वी जनरली चेक इन दिस वन, ठीक है. क्रेडिट रिस्क कैन अराइज ड्यू टू बोथ इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर. ट्रू, बिल्कुल हो सकता है आपका, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन, a borrower credit proposal will always be accepted if documents are in order. It is not, there is nothing called always, ठीक है. So it is not only based on the documentation things and all, it is also depend on the business risk or the category risk and all, ठीक है. So I'll not go for this one. Credit risk rating model involve assessing score to various risk component to assess overall credit worthiness, ठीक है. True, आपका CRAs, credit rating agencies आपका, they generally provide these one and they generally provide in आपका alphabet like triple B plus और आपका triple A plus और double A and all these kind of thing, ठीक है. Credit proposal may be rejected if it violate the bank credit policy even with a good credit ratings. Yes, it can be, ठीक है. तो आपका सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ, सिक्स, सेवन, सेकंड ये दो तो आपके एलिमिनेट हो जाते हैं. सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर, आपका बी शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. करेक्ट है? यस, हाँ, एवरीवन. और बाकी के लोग भी थोड़ा सा ट्राई कीजिए आंसर करने का, ठीक है. So you guys only ask me कि sir come up with some good level of question and all, ठीक है. Now these are the good level question I guess, ठीक है. And what I'm trying to do basically कि like जो भी आपका content दिया गया है, ठीक है, so we can have some sort of complete coverage of that particular. Sometime for that sake I have to create 6 statement and 7 statement. Though you all know कि they are not going to give you 6 or 7 statement, they'll give you 4 to 5 statements max to max, ठीक है. Then they'll ask you to find out the right and wrong things. But see, with this kind of things, what we can achieve, at least with the revision part and all, you can have a better learning with this particular one. ठीक है दोस्तों, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Consider the following statement regarding the evaluation and applicability of priority sector lending guidelines in India. ठीक है, PSL आपका, ठीक है. So it is a kind of RBI guidelines regarding the credit things and all, ठीक है. That is the topic आपका and it is part of your first topic itself. उन्होंने वहाँ पे इसका overview दिया हुआ है. Allocation and everything is generally given in this particular one, ठीक है. So I'm not doing anything which is not part of your curriculum, ठीक है. ऐसा नहीं कि जबरदस्ती डाल रखा है and all, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं लगेगा आपको. If you have any doubt, please go through your books. You'll see these statement also आपको वहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे, ठीक है. So for the formalization of priority sector in 1972 was based on the recommendations by an informal study group constituted by RBI in May 1971. The 1980s PSL directive required commercial bank to immediate allocation. No. Allocate of 40% of this one. No. It was in phase manner first of all, and it become effective from 1985. आपका ये आपका यहाँ से नहीं बल्कि 1985 onwards it become the आपका 40% वाला guidelines, ठीक है. So let's make this wrong. Sub target for weaker section in agriculture were introduced in 1980 directives. This is right. The revised master direction on PSL September 2020 apply uniformly to all banking institution including salary earner banks. No, salary earners bank are not part of this one, ठीक है. सैलरी अर्नर्स बैंक आर लाइक दीज आर मोस्टली आपका कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स एंड ऑल, जो सैलरी मैनेजमेंट को ही आपका देख रहे होते हैं, ठीक है. एंड दे आर नॉट पार्ट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर कैटेगरी. रॉन्ग. अर्बन कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स एक्सेप्ट सैलरी अर्नर बैंक्स आर इंक्लूडेड विद इन द स्कोप ऑफ 2020 PSL master direction. Yes, and from financial year 2025 2026 onwards, ठीक है, we have increased their target in phased manner. Now they come under the 75% range. ठीक है, earlier they were 40%, then we slightly increased their our contribution to priority sector, and from this financial year onwards they'll be giving 75% of their overall credit to the priority sector. ठीक है, तो आपका सर इज सेइंग ऑप्शन ए 135 yes, option A should be right answer for this particular. Very good, awesome. ठीक है, so incorrect आपका it came become 85. ठीक है, incorrect आपका it does not apply to salary earners bank. ठीक है, so these two statements were incorrect, rest all are correct in this particular one. One more question. Consider the following statement about the PSL norms and target and identify the correct one. ठीक है, so you have to go through the statement about the PSL. ठीक है, priority sector lending के अराउंड जो गाइडलाइंस हैं वो आपको, and you have to find out the correct statement. ठीक है, चलो एक बार इसको देखिए अब. Now we have some sort of discussion on this. तो एक बार थोड़ा सा रीड आउट करने का हैबिट बिल्ड करें, बस यही मैं आप लोगों से चाहता हूँ. बहुत बेसिक है ये. रेनबो सर, व्हाट इज योर नेम? आप नाम बता दीजिए क्योंकि हमारा साथ अब लंबा चलने वाला है, एटलीस्ट एक महीने तक. ठीक है, सो domestic commercial bank and foreign commercial bank with 20 or more branches have PSL target of 40% of ANBC and COB, whichever is higher, without any doubt true. Foreign bank with less than 20 branches have a PSL target of 75%. ठीक है, no आपका 40%, but they have some sort of like agriculture and other target, they do not have those particular targets. जो सब categories आपके हैं वहां पे इनके target नहीं होते हैं. ठीक है, so this is wrong. RRBs must achieve PSL target of 75%. True. All bank have uniform agriculture lending target of 18% of ANBC or co, out of which 10% should go to small and marginal farmers. What do you say about this particular statement, guys? Anyone who want to answer this particular one? ठीक है, तो क्या है आपका ये? बिल्कुल 100% ट्रू है. ठीक है, अगर नहीं पता है ध्यान रखें. माइक्रो एंटरप्राइज लैंडिंग target for eligible banks is 7.5% of this particular one. Yeah, whichever is higher. RRBs are sub target of 15% of this to weaker section. ठीक है, true. For other it is 12%. ठीक है, आपका for commercial bank आपका this category, or even is for small finance bank it is आपका 12%. Small finance bank overall target is 75%. ठीक है, so what will be your correct answer आपका? 1 3 4 5 6. ठीक है, 1 3 4 5 6. ऑप्शन बी शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. वेरी गुड. हाँ, सुगनथी सर, ओके ओके, चलो. सो ऑप्शन बी आपका, दिस इज ओनली द स्टेटमेंट वाज रॉन्ग इज आपका 40% नॉट 75%. वन मोर क्वेश्चन. चलो, consider the following statement regarding the adjustment for weight, adjustment of weight in priority sector achievements. ठीक है, हाँ, this comes to your branches also. ठीक है, होता है ना ब्रांच वाइज आपका टारगेट एंड ऑल. ठीक है, आई होप एवरीबडी इज अवेयर अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, सो what is the target under this particular one? ठीक है, this is something related to our day to day working and all. ठीक है, so what will be your correct answer? And it is easy. ठीक है, this आपका district with lower per capita credit less than 6,000 is 6,000 rupees are given a weightage of 125%. ठीक है, district with higher per capita more than 25,000 given a weightage of 90%. All are correct. The weightage framework apply equally to all banks? No, it does not apply equally. ठीक है, so आपका excluding this. ठीक है, so this 1 and 2 आपका A should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, RRBs use आपका अर्बन कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स, लोकल एरिया बैंक एंड फॉरेन बैंक्स आपका इंक्लूडिंग होल्डी ओन सब्सिडरीज आर एक्सक्लूडेड फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर फ्रेमवर्क. ठीक है, दे आर एक्सक्लूडेड फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर फ्रेमवर्क आपका. ठीक है, so weight in priority sector, and these are the categories which are not part of this one. It applies to others also, so please do remember this. I'll make sure you'll have a very great learnings. ठीक है, चलो next one. Which of the following statement regarding the agriculture category under PSL are correct? This is very easy one. बताओ क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर गाइस? थोड़ा सा इंटरेक्ट कीजिए यार प्लीज. ठीक है, सो थोड़ा सा आप लोग इंटरेक्ट करेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. ठीक है, एंड आई एम डूइंग रियली हार्ड वर्क फॉर दिस कंटेंट थिंग्स एंड ऑल. ठीक है, और JIB वाले लोग भी अभी थोड़ा सा हैं लाइक परेशान कि अभी दे आर लाइक वेरी, यू गाइज आर वेरी सीरियस अबाउट थिंग्स एंड ऑल, ठीक है। वो लोग ऐसे हैं कि सर अब एक हफ्ता है, आप पास करा दो कैसे भी करके, ठीक है। ऐसा थोड़ा होता है यार, बताओ। एनीवन हु वांट टू आंसर दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन गाइज, आपका इजी है थोड़ा सा, ठीक है। और अगर आप देखेंगे समझ में आ जाएगा। फार्म क्रेडिट इंक्लूडेड लोन्स टू इंडिविजुअल एंड एंटिटीज इन एग्रीकल्चर एंड एलाइड एक्टिविटीज। द सीलिंग ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लोन पर बोरोवर इज 50 crores, ठीक है। इट इज 50 crores. व्हाट इज द लिमिट अंडर दिस वन, ठीक है। नॉट 50 crores आपका, ठीक है। कितना अमाउंट है ये आपका, ठीक है। इट इज आपका 100 crores आपका ओवरऑल, जितना मुझे याद है, ठीक है। इट इज 100 crores और 500 crores, ठीक है। 50 करोड़ नहीं है, 100 और 500 करोड़ के आसपास होगा, ठीक है। बैंक कैन लेंड एनबीएफसी एंड एनएफआई ऑन लैंडिंग एग्रीकल्चर, ठीक है। सो 1 in 3 आपका, ठीक है। सो 1 in 3 मींस ऑप्शन बी शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन। आई वांट टू चेक दैट अमाउंट। हाँ, इट इज 100 करोड़ ओनली, ठीक है। सो इट इज आपका द सीलिंग इज आपका 100 करोड़, नॉट 50 करोड़ आपका, ठीक है। दैट इज द वन। नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement is true about the weaker section category for the priority sector? Small and marginal farmers are eligible for priority sector loan under the weaker section category. True. Artisan and village industries with individual credit not exceeding कितना है आपका लिमिट 1 lakh, ठीक है, are eligible, ठीक है. Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are considered as part of weaker section of priority sector. Overdraft facilities for PMJDY accounts holders may be classified under the weaker section. Okay, anyone who want to comment on this? Beneficiaries of government sponsored scheme like National Rural Livelihood Mission are excluded. They are also included in this one. Okay? They are included under the priority sector and all. Okay? What about this statement, guys? Statement 4 आपका. Anyone who want to comment on this particular statement 4? This is right ना? This is correct आपका, ठीक है. So it should be right आपका. Overdraft facilities, हाँ. तो 134 is आपका C should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, C होना चाहिए आपका आंसर. चलो, so C आपका statement 2 false. Artisan and others आपका 1 lakh rupees and 5-1 आपका beneficiaries of government sponsored scheme like NRLM included in the weaker section category itself. ठीक है, next one. चलो, so there was some question around the PSL things or some subtopic around. Next time what I'll do now, first I'll deliver the concept part, ठीक है. Otherwise what challenges you'll face कि जो लोग बिल्कुल नए हैं, they'll face some sort of this and that concept वाला part I'll do in recording things, ठीक है. Concept summary, ठीक है. I'll come up as I have done for the BFM subject. तो same concept summary, first I'll release that concept summary, then same day or next day we will be doing these kind of practice. तो वो थोड़ा सा that will be helpful for all of you, right? So and you'll have some clarity around the keywords and all, ठीक है, of your book. चलो, next one guys. Which of the following statement regarding base rate system introduced by RBI, ठीक है. So आपका BPLR, benchmark prime lending rate, then base rate, then आपका MCLR. And base rate and MCLR they have mentioned in your आपका content area itself. So I have included question based on both. ठीक है, आसान है, आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा इसको कभी ना कभी, ठीक है. So base rate system replace the benchmark prime lending rate 2010 आपका. Bank are allowed to have multiple, no. That time there was a single base rate for 3 years आपका, ठीक है. That was the major loophole, ठीक है. To price loan for a different borrower category, no. For all borrower category there is a single base rate, ठीक है. The base rate methodology could be reviewed by the bank anytime, no. It is आपका once in a 3 years, once in a 3 years. That was the major challenge. These were the major challenge actually with this base rate system, ठीक है. All rupee loan sanctioned between July 1st 2010 to 31st March 16 were be priced on the reference of base rate. After that we come up with the MCLR things. Loan to bank employee depositor against their own deposit and DRI advances were exempted from the base rate and even they are exempted from the MCLR thing also. Bank could calculate cost of funds using any reasonable and transparent methodology including average or marginal cost of fund. Base rate had to be made public and reviewed at least quarterly. Statement 7 we have to do with this elimination things. 1 4 5 6 1 4 1 4 5 6 7, that means this is also true. So A should be right answer for this particular one. Sometime see the benefit with these kind of statement based question na, let's say there are 5 statement, if you know the 4 statement, एक statement नहीं भी आता ना, apply the elimination. I hope you guys have done this thing in your JIB, IN, IFS and PPB subject. Yeah, so same things which will help you here also, right? Statement 2 was incorrect. It is 1 base year per bank. Yeah. And third one, base rate methodology not reviewed for at least 3 years for from the finalization. So that was the challenge आपका, ठीक है? चलो next one, MCLR. Now we'll come to the MCLR things. Then after discussing these one, we will be discussing around आपका NPA things. Then I'll come up with one more session. ठीक है? अभी थोड़ा सा for a like till 18th आपका, ठीक है? थोड़ा सा just give me little bit time, ठीक है? So एक बार वो हो जाएगा ना JIB का final paper. Actually Disha ma'am is busy with some CMA things and all, ठीक है? Then after every morning, evening, you'll get every content related to CAIB itself, ठीक है? So which of the following statement regarding interest rate norms under RBI MCLR base framework are correct? अच्छा, anyone who want to comment on this particular question or answer this particular question, बताओ क्या होगा आंसर? Sugnathi and other also guys, please quickly, ठीक है? At least try आपका, ठीक है? So थोड़ा सा try जरूर करें, ठीक है? So what MCLR apply to floating rate rupee loan sanctioned and renewed from the 1st April 2016 onwards. Bank are prohibited from offering any fixed interest rate loan. No, there is as such no provision. We do provide loan on fixed rate and all, especially these personal loan and all. So this is wrong. Interest on all advances must be charged at monthly basis आपका, ठीक है? This statement is also right, ठीक है? So next one आपका monthly rest आपका, this statement right or wrong, ठीक है? This is true ना आपका, ठीक है? It is on monthly. The reference benchmark rate must be clearly mentioned in loan. Let's say repo plus, like in case of home loan, they are linked with the repo rate, ठीक है? Repo rate plus आपका let's say 2.5% or 2% or whatever the thing is. Then bank can charge penal interest even on priority sector up to, no, there is no penal interest up to 25,000. There is no penal charge आपका up to 25,000. Interest charge on a small value personal loan must be justifiable based on cost and reasonable things. 100% true. 1346. 1346. Option C should be right answer for this one. Statement 2 was incorrect. Bank are allowed to offer both fixed and floating rate of interest. 5 आपका no penal interest should be charged for the priority sector loan up to 25,000. Right? Next one, guys. One more question based on MCLR. So MCLR, marginal cost of fund based lending rate, correct. So you have to find out the most accurate statement related to your MCLR. So MCLR, okay, now go through this. Now we have discussed around this particular things. आपका हमने बहुत बार इसको डिस्कस कर लिया है. बताओ क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर आपका? थोड़ा सा इंटरेक्ट करते यार बहुत अच्छा लगता है, ठीक है? इफ यू गाइज विल नॉट इंटरेक्ट ना, तो थोड़ा सा ऐसा लगेगा कि लाइक इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ वन वे थिंग्स एंड ऑल. ओनली आपका सुगनथी इज इंटरेक्टिंग, रेस्ट ऑल आर वेरी साइलेंट आपका. वाई सो? डिनर का टाइम हो गया क्या? आई हैवन लाइक मेरा खुद का डिनर नहीं हुआ अभी, ठीक है? सो तो आप लोग भी थोड़ा सा अभी एक महीना मेहनत कर लेते हैं बढ़िया से प्यार से, ठीक है? एंड बिलीव मी गाइज दीज थिंग्स आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. तो आई विल गिव माई 100%. थोड़ा सा आप लोग भी अगर साथ देंगे तो बहुत बढ़िया हो जाएगा, ठीक है? चलो बताओ क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर आपका? एनीवन हु गॉट मोटिवेटेड विद दिस पर्टिकुलर स्पीच? नो वन? चलो, सो फर्स्ट आपका MCLR कंपोज ऑफ मार्जिनल कॉस्ट ऑफ फंड्स, negative carry on CRR, operating cost and आपका tenure premium. This is the formula or this is the kind of a setup how we calculate MCLR for the bank or for the loan category. Bank must publish only one MCLR for uniform application across all tenures. No, this is आपका wrong, ठीक है? ये गलत है ना आपका, ठीक है? There is no sorry for car loans. अच्छा, what do you say about this particular statement, guys? It should be wrong आपका, ठीक है? We have different for this one, otherwise it will become the base rate. MCLR must be reviewed and published by bank on a pre-announced monthly rate. 100% true, ठीक है? The spread charge is like MCLR plus, ठीक है? Let's say 2.5% or 1.75% and all, ठीक है? The spread charge to a borrower can be increased arbitrarily by the bank, ठीक है? दिस कैन बी डन बाय द बैंक, आपका आर्बिट्रेरली इंक्रीज बाय द बैंक, ठीक है। स्प्रेड चार्ज कैन बी आर्बिट्रेरली इंक्रीज बाय द बैंक, एनीवन? ठीक है, इट इज आपका, इट इज समथिंग, इट शुड बी लिंक विद द रिस्क थिंग्स आपका, ठीक है। ऐसा नहीं कि हम मनमर्जी से उसको करेंगे, ठीक है। इट इज बेस्ड ऑन द बोरोवर्स रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग एंड ऑल, ठीक है। आई विल नॉट गो फॉर दिस वन, बट वी विल रिविजिट दिस। द एक्चुअल लैंडिंग रेट अंडर द MCLR इज डिटरमाइंड बाय एडिंग applicable spread to respective tenure link MCLR, ठीक है। Let's say if it MCLR is 9% or 6%, 6 plus 2.5, that is 8.5%, true. Fixed rate a loan with a tenure above 3 years are exempted from MCLR guidelines आपका, ठीक है। बिल्कुल सही है, ठीक है आपका। So 1356 हाँ, that means this is wrong। एक बार देख लेते हैं आपका, ठीक है। A yes, so आपका थर्ड, अच्छा ओके, A that means this is wrong, means आपका 1346, ठीक है। 13 क्या है हमारा आंसर, 1356, A आपका 1356, ठीक है। So fourth statement is incorrect. Spread can only be increased if the credit risk profile आपका deteriorates, ठीक है। So it happened with some loans, ठीक है, जहाँ पे if customers credit profiling is falling, then we can do these kind of act, otherwise it is not like specific person wise and all, it will not be, ठीक है। Now the another part of this particular, this is all about the introduction, तो यहाँ पे इसलिए आपको अलग अलग टॉपिक के we are going to discuss all these topic like NPA, like आपका credit policies, RBI guidelines in detail. I have shown you the overall structure of this particular module itself, ठीक है। So consider the following statement regarding NPA and their definition. This is a very easy question, ठीक है। So an asset become NPA if interest and installment or principal remain overdue for more than 90 days in case of term loan, true. A cash credit overdraft account is treated out of order if account has no credit for 60 consecutive days, it should be 90 आपका, that means this is wrong. A loan for long duration crop become NPA if the principal or interest are overdue for 2 crop season, no, it should be 1 crop season, this is also wrong. A bill purchased and discounted is considered NPA if it remain overdue for 90 days, true. Any amount not paid on the due date fixed by the bank, it is considered overdue, true, ठीक है। बहुत इस आसान क्वेश्चन था। 145 means long term duration of what we have to find a correct statement, ठीक है। So this is correct, ठीक है। Statement 2 is आपका wrong, ठीक है। Statement 3 आपका wrong। 145 अच्छा ओके हाँ, option B will be right answer for this one, ठीक है। So out of order again we have 90 days not 60 days आपका, ठीक है। So and third one long duration crop आपका 1 season, ठीक है। And for short term crop it is आपका 2 seasons, so that is the one, basic one, very basic one। Next one, consider the following statement regarding income recognition and NPAs, ठीक है। Usually we account assets or our loans on accrual basis, but when it become NPA, ठीक है, so जब आपका asset NPA बन जाता है तो उस केस में हम क्या करते हैं आपका, we account that particular one on cash basis, ठीक है। जैसे जैसे पेमेंट आएंगे then only will account, otherwise if it is standard asset we generally apply the accrual system of accounting, ठीक है। इतना पता है सबको, अब आगे पढ़ते हैं। So income from NPA is recognized on an accrual basis as per the original loan agreements too. Bank must not charge interest on any NPA including government guarantee accounts. Bank must not charge interest on any NPA, ठीक है। The statement is like kind of आपका बिल्कुल गलत स्टेटमेंट है ना आपका इसमें, ठीक है। इसमें कोई भी दुराई नहीं है हमें आपका, ठीक है। इट शुड बी आपका राइट, ठीक है। सो व्हाट वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट आपका इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, हाँ। बैंक मस्ट नॉट चार्ज, दिस इज रॉन्ग आपका, ठीक है। इंटरेस्ट ऑन एडवांसेस लाइक अगेंस्ट NSC और किसान विकास पत्र और लाइफ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसीज मे बी टेकन टू इनकम अकाउंट ऑन ड्यू डेट if adequate margin is available, ठीक है। So next statement आपका जो थर्ड है, ठीक है, that is also true, ठीक है। इनकम फ्रॉम अच्छा ओके सॉरी वी आर गोइंग रॉन्ग, ठीक है। गलत जा रहे हैं हम लोग, गलत क्यों जा रहे हैं, ठीक है। एक बार इसको मैं सब इरेज करता हूँ अगर गड़बड़ हो जाएगा मामला, ठीक है। तो गड़बड़ क्या हुआ है, आई विल लेट यू नो, ठीक है। इनकम फ्रॉम NPA, हमने जब शुरुआत किया था वी डिड अ राइट स्टार्ट, ठीक है, बट वी वेंट इन अ रॉन्ग वे। व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू कि अकाउंटिंग व्हेन इट कम्स टू द अकाउंटिंग ऑफ एसेट, ठीक है, आपका it is happen on accrual basis and NPA asset become NPA it is on cash basis, ठीक है, दिमाग हैंग होना शुरू हो गया। सो NPA है तो आपका accrual नहीं होगा, it will be on आपका cash basis। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पहला स्टेटमेंट जहां पे हमने आपका क्या किया था, आपका गड़बड़ किया था, ठीक है। सेकंड स्टेटमेंट आपका बैंक मस्ट नॉट चार्ज इंटरेस्ट ऑन एनी NPA इंक्लूडिंग गवर्नमेंट गारंटी एंड ऑल, ठीक है, दिस आई विल कीप लेफ्ट, ठीक है। प्लीज डू कमेंट ऑन दिस स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है। इंटरेस्ट ऑन एडवांसेस अगेंस्ट NSC किसान विकास पत्र may be taken to income accounts due date if adequate margin is available, ठीक है। जो थर्ड स्टेटमेंट इज 100% ट्रू, ठीक है। fee and commission from rescheduling of loan must be recognized entirely upfront आपका, ठीक है। fee and commission from rescheduling of loan must be recognized, no it is wrong ना आपका, ठीक है, it should be आपका wrong, ठीक है, ये गलत है आपका स्टेटमेंट 4, ठीक है। सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू बेसिकली आपका, अगर हम इस स्टेटमेंट की तरफ आपका जाते हैं, ठीक है, सो दिस इज नॉट अ राइट अप्रोच आपका। व्हाट वी जनरली डू इट इज एट द टाइम ऑफ आपका अगर वो NPA होता है या फिर इफ वी प्रोवाइड सम सॉर्ट ऑफ रिलैक्सेशन और इफ देयर आर इंक्रीमेंट्स इन ऑल, सो दिस इज रॉन्ग, ठीक है। accrued interest on NPA that was previously recorded must be reversed or provided for unrealized 100% true, ठीक है। if we have done accounting like हाँ this is the accrued, हमें यहाँ से इस डेट पे EMI आती रहेंगी, let's say if we have accounted one so we have to make a reverse entries, so that is the truth। interest income on NPA may be taken to income account even if the recovery is made from the fresh or additional credit facilities, ठीक है। interest income on NPA may be taken to income accounts even if the recovery is made from fresh or additional credit, no it seems wrong आपका। if it is a fresh credit so it should not part of this particular one आपका, ठीक है। तो that means आपका income bank must आपका मस्ट नॉट चार्ज इंटरेस्ट ऑन NPA, ठीक है, दिस इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट देन, ठीक है। तो क्या होना चाहिए आपका आंसर, सेकंड थर्ड आपका 5 एंड 6, नहीं सेकंड थर्ड एंड 5, दैट मींस स्टेटमेंट A शुड बी राइट आंसर। आई एलिमिनेटेड दिस वन विद द ऑप्शंस ओनली, ठीक है। सो यस बिकॉज बाकी के स्टेटमेंट में हम लोग कंफर्टेबल है नहीं, C है ओनली 146। अच्छा ओके, व्हाई 146, वी हैव आस्क्ड द रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है, दीज आर द स्टेटमेंट, हमने क्वेश्चन को मिस किया फिर से। आपका इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट 146, ठीक है, 146 मींस आपका हमने करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट पर टिक किया था, हमने क्या लगाना था आपका इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है, दैट मींस 146 आपका C इज द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन। अंडरस्टूड गाइस, एनी डाउट प्लीज डू लेट मी नो, ठीक है। अच्छे इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है। इनकरेक्ट आपका NPA इज नॉट रिकॉग्नाइज्ड ऑन एन एक्रूल बेसिस, ये हमने डिस्कस किया था। फोर्थ आपका फी कमीशन फ्रॉम रीशेड्यूल्ड लोन आर रिकॉग्नाइज्ड ओवर extended period not upfront आपका, ठीक है। then interest realized from NPA is taken to income only if not sourced from the fresh or additional आपका credit and all, ठीक है। next one, consider the following statement regarding the computation of NPAs and advances, this is very easy one, आंसर करो, चलो एक बार थोड़ा सा आंसर करो, ट्राई करो, ठीक है, ये आसान है, ये बन जाएगा सबसे आपका, ठीक है। बताइए 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 क्या होगा, ठीक है। सो नेट एडवांसेस आर कैलकुलेटेड बाय डिडक्टिंग स्पेसिफिक आइटम लाइक प्रोविजंस एंड सस्पेंस अकाउंट फ्रॉम द ग्रॉस, ट्रू है ना। नेट एडवांसेस लाइक आई होप यू गाइस रिमेंबर द केस ऑफ that NARCL, ठीक है, when we transfer any asset to NARCL we transfer on net advance basis, ठीक है, net asset value, that net asset value is basically आपका gross minus provision, ठीक है, that is the word, ठीक है। so provision or any suspense account, true। floating provision are excluded from net NPA computation, no they are also part of this one, ठीक है, wrong, statement 2 is wrong। gross NPA included principal dues of NPS and funded interest term loans, spark the sundries accounts and all, true। तो 1 and 3, 1 and 3 आपका A should be right answer for this one, ठीक है। so statement 3 incorrect, floating rate are deducted while the calculating net NPS if they are not utilized toward the tier 2 capital and all. ठीक है, this was the exact आपका explanation. ठीक है, provisioning आपका, ठीक है, provisioning again given in this particular one. And see, if you are good with this provisioning things ना, it will help you in multiple subject, at least 2 subject. One is ABM पहला, then second आपका BFM. BFM में like most of the time what we have seen, there is a case study based on the provisioning इवन फॉर द स्टैंडर्ड एसेट. ठीक है, तो स्टैंडर्ड एसेट के लिए जो प्रोविजनिंग रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं और जो एनपीए के लिए आपका जो प्रोविजनिंग रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, यू हैव टू टेक केयर अराउंड दैट पर्टिकुलर वन. तो एक बार बहुत अच्छे से लर्न कर लीजिए, 2 जगह आपको ये हेल्प करने वाला है. ठीक है, एबीएम के अंदर मोस्टली यू विल सी स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन एंड ऑल, एंड बीएफएम के अंदर मोस्टली यू विल सी केस स्टडी बेस्ड ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, बट कंटेंट विल रिमेन सेम. आरबीआई गाइडलाइंस है, इट विल रिमेन सेम एवरीवेयर. ठीक है, चलो, सो please go through this particular one. Loss asset must be written off or provided at the extent of 100% retained in the book. If it comes to the loss asset, it is like first they should be written off from the balance sheet, and if for any purpose if we are keeping those particular asset in our books, there should be a 100% provision for these one. ठीक है, true है पहला statement आपका. किसी को कोई डाउट है इसमें? बिल्कुल भी कोई डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है, doubtful asset require 100% provisioning for the portion of not covered by the realizable security value 100%. For unsecured portion there should be 100%. ठीक है, like see, if it comes to the provisioning norms of NPA, what we have, आपका substandard asset कितना है आपका 15. For secured portion it is 15%. For unsecured it is how much? Plus 10 means आपका 25%. ठीक है, in case of doubtful asset we have 3 categories. ठीक है, doubtful 1 it is 25% for secured. ठीक है, आपका doubtful 2 आपका 40% for secured, and doubtful 3 it is 100%. ठीक है, if it is unsecured it is 100% from here itself. ठीक है, तो ये चीज आपका you have to remember this one. Apart from this, if it comes to loss asset, first of all it should be written off from our books. उसको हटाना पड़ेगा. अगर if we are keeping that particular asset in our book for any purpose, then we have to make a 100% provision, क्योंकि यहीं पे 100% पहुंच चुका है. ठीक है, so that is the one. So for doubtful asset secure for more than 3 years, the provisioning will be आपका 100%. ठीक है, because it will enter to doubtful 3 and the provisioning will be 100%. ठीक है, substandard unsecured asset require 25%. Substandard unsecured 25, 100% true. ठीक है, infrastructure loan classified as substandard require 20%. special provisioning आपका correct है. ठीक है, unsecured exposure where the realizable security value is 15% of the exposure are treated as secured. ठीक है, unsecured exposure where the realizable security value is 15%. ठीक है, if it is 15%, आपका ये किस में आना चाहिए? Not 15%, it should be आपका if it is आपका less than equal to आपका 10%. ठीक है, less than equal to 10% only, so it will come. This is wrong as I remember this particular one. Standard asset is commercial standard asset in commercial real estate residential house. Standard asset, it is about the standard asset. ठीक है, आपका commercial real estate आपका 0.75%, 100% true. ठीक है, advance restructured under RBI relief measure for natural calamities they attract 5% आपका 100% true. आपका restructuring loan they आपका attract 5. Housing loan at teaser rate initially they have 2% and gradually it come down आपका 2.40%. ठीक है, they come down to 0.40% again true आपका. ठीक है, so now your answer 1 2 4 5 1 2 4 5 आपका 7 8 9 ऑप्शन ए ओनली शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. एक क्वेश्चन आपका विद वन क्वेश्चन यू हैव एवरीथिंग अराउंड दी आपका प्रोविजनिंग थिंग्स एंड ऑल. ठीक है, एंड इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग दिस वे देयर इज लाइक आपको टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, चलो अब अगले क्वेश्चन का आंसर करेंगे. Which of the following statement regarding the write-off of NPAs and tax treatment are correct आपका? So written off of NPAs, ये this is not part of your introduction वाला topic, but when it will comes to the asset classification or asset areas ना, It is part of that one also. ठीक है? So anyone who want to comment on this particular one, बोलेंगे कुछ आपका guys, yes or no? नहीं बोलेंगे आज बिल्कुल भी, ठीक है? चलो. So आपका first statement आपका, ठीक है? Income by way of interest on bad and doubtful debt is chargeable to tax when it is credited to bank profit and losses or receive whichever is earlier. Income by way of interest on bad and doubtful asset chargeable on tax is chargeable to tax when it credited to the bank. बिल्कुल सही आपका, ठीक है? Amount set aside for provisioning of NPA are eligible for tax deduction under Income Tax Act 1961. ठीक है? This is also correct आपका, ठीक है? Sorry, amount set aside for provisioning, they are not eligible आपका, ठीक है? They are not eligible. Sorry guys, they are not eligible. ठीक है? A bank can write off advances at head office level even if the advances are still outstanding at branches. हाँ, this is true आपका, ठीक है? This is true and this is wrong, ठीक है? Next one, bank are required to exert all available means of the recovery before writing off. बिल्कुल ऐसा करेंगे, ठीक है? Bank are required to disclose only the total amount of write-off in their annual financial statement without breaking it down into technical write-offs. ठीक है? So technical or write-off will be required in this particular case. ठीक है? So with technical write-off it should be. So 1, 3, 4 आपका, ठीक है? 1, 3, 4 means option A will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है? So statement 2 was incorrect. Amount set aside provisioning of the NPA are not eligible for tax deduction. And आपका 5 is incorrect because bank are required to disclose full detail of write-off including the technical aspect of that particular loan आपका, ठीक है? चलो next one. This is very easy question, half marks का question, बहुत आसान है, सबको आता है ये question, but आप बताएंगे नहीं कैसे? ABC Bank restructure a corporate loan 50 crores due to the borrower's temporary financial difficulties. As per the RBI guidelines, the account was standard asset before the restructuring. What will be the classification of the asset immediately after restructuring? It will be categorized under substandard asset as per the RBI provisions आपका, ठीक है? Substandard asset में जाएगा आपका ये सीधा, ठीक है? So first thing आपका. Next one. So this is the category we all know. Next one. The provisioning things आपका, ठीक है? Provisioning things I have kept here. Please go through this. We have discussed with that question itself. For your standard asset, ठीक है? तो standard asset का provisioning, this is very very important one guys. I'll mention homework here, ठीक है? And I'll upload these particular PDFs on regular basis on application itself, ठीक है? And I'll keep generating आपका mock test and quizzes, unit wise quizzes. So please be active on quiz that application also, ठीक है? तो आप application का link I have given in the Telegram group also. तो वहाँ पे what challenge I face with the Telegram things, ठीक है? जैसे मैं इसको upload करूँगा, day after tomorrow somebody will join, then they'll ask for the same PDF. ठीक है? So the best solution what I found, I'll add these particular one in the free section of the application. You can download that particular one in a go. एक साथ आपका CIB के subject wise, आपका module wise सारे आप download कर पाएंगे. ठीक है दोस्तों? तो this is something which you need to take care. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, BFM और ABM दोनों में हेल्प करेगा, ठीक है? सो अ लोन 20 crores was classified as NPA as of January 1st 2025 the asset has remained NPA. तो 12 महीने हो गए, तो सब स्टैंडर्ड एसेट से आप कहाँ आएगा ये आपका? As per the RBI provisioning norm, what percentage of provisioning should the bank make for the loan if it reclassified as doubtful? तो first we will enter it into 25%, ठीक है? B आपका 25%. Yes, आसान है. Next one. A corporate borrowers has failed to make its interest payment due on 1st March 24. The delay continue beyond 30 days, but it still under 60 days. So what is the category? क्या कौन सी category में आते हैं? So we have 3 categories: SMA 0, SMA 1 and SMA 2, and it falls under SMA 1 आपका, ठीक है? So SMA 1 means option B will be right answer for this one, ठीक है? So 0 to 30th day SMA 0 आपका, SMA 1 31st to आपका 60th day, 61st to 90th it is आपका SMA 1. After that we categorize that particular asset as a non-performing asset. First 12 months आपका substandard, ठीक है? देन आपका फॉर नेक्स्ट 3 years डाउटफुल एसेट, आफ्टर दैट आपका लॉस एसेट, ठीक है. सो द प्रोविजनिंग एंड थिंग्स ऑल्सो यू हैव टू टेक केयर, एंड दिस इज इट. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर आपका यूनिट नंबर 17 पार्ट 1, ठीक है. प्लीज डू टेक केयर अराउंड दिस. सो almost 1 hour discussion around this particular topic. I hope you enjoy this particular session. Please do give your feedback in the comment section, those who are watching this particular one in recorded session. If you have some feedback like around the question things or what you want from my side, so that will help me to prepare the content things and all. उसी accordance हम लोग आपका content prepare करेंगे. And if anything additional you required, so just do let me know. Just after that your BFM class will be activated. So BFM restart series next 31 days 31 session, ठीक है. तो वहाँ तक आपका वी विल बी डूइंग ABM ऑल्सो. तो इस तरीके से कॉम्बिनेशन बना करके चलेंगे, ठीक है. एंड वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग थिंग्स एंड ऑल, एंड डू प्रोवाइड योर फीडबैक. कैसा लगा जरूर बताइएगा, फीडबैक जरूर दीजिएगा, सो जिससे उन पे हम आपका काम कर पाएं और आने वाले समय में चीज़ों को और बेहतर बना पाएं, ठीक है दोस्तों. सो दिस इज द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, सो यू कैन ज्वाइन दिस पर्टिकुलर वन एंड यू कैन आस्क फॉर योर doubts, and do download the application, and in free section I'll upload these particular one. All right, so this is it. Bye bye, take